Hi guys, welcome back. So today I have a little review for you. I will be reviewing a foundation. It is the LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation. LA Colors has been around for a long time. I always confuse it with LA Girl for obvious reasons. I don't really have any products from them. I have a few eyeliners, but that's about it. They recently dropped a foundation, which is a first for them. I'm really interested in it because it's only $6. I'm so amazed, so excited. I love an inexpensive foundation because, as we know, foundations can run you $47, $50, $60. So it's nice to find an inexpensive gem. It is described as a long-wearing, high-pigment formula that applies as a liquid and blends to a beautiful matte powder-like finish. It's available in 14 shades, the lightest shade being porcelain and the darkest shade being mahogany. And mahogany, I don't know, I bought the shades Cappuccino, which is the second to darkest shade, and I bought Warm Caramel, which is the third to darkest shade. Warm Caramel looks a little bit too light, but I will mix it with the Cappuccino hopefully to get the right color. Yeah, so I'm really excited to use it. I've seen great reviews thus far, so let's jump right into this video. Okay, so I already moisturized my face, so I'm going to go in with my Nivea Men Post Shave Balm. I feel like this primer I love because it really makes the foundation stick to the skin, like really stick and last all day. And with this, you want to make sure you blend it till it's tacky on the face. Guys, it's snowing right now. It's so depressing. I mean, I guess it is almost mid-November, so that's fair, but we didn't even get fall weather in Chicago. Literally, the weather just said F it. It's time for cold. Okay, so like I said earlier, I picked up the colors Cappuccino and Warm Caramel. Honestly, when I'm looking at them now in the light, the shades aren't that different in color. Cappuccino is a little bit darker. The tones are about the same. It looks like these foundations are going to run a little bit yellow, which is actually perfect for me. Let's see. I'm going to go in with Warm Caramel, the lightest shade first, just to see how that looks. Maybe I won't need the other one. So as you can see, the foundation looks like this. It comes in a plastic bottle, but it's really, really sturdy. It's nice. I mean, $6 is this is decently constructed foundation. It comes with a pump, and I have some expensive foundations that even come with a pump, so I appreciate that. And then it just has the LA Colors Truly Matte. It's basic, but it's nice. Gets the job done. I'm into packaging, but it's not like a deal breaker for me if the packaging sucks, but the product is bomb. I'm still gonna use it. So I think it's cooking. Okay, that's one pump. Okay, and then I'm going to place it on my cheek. Oh, wow, that is a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. It looks really like red, guys. I don't know, I'm worried. Let's see. This is the darkest shade, right? Yeah, this is the lighter shade. Okay, so that's what it looks like. It kind of feels like it has a thick consistency, which I'm not mad at. Okay, so I'm going to use my Real Techniques sculpting brush, which I love to use for foundation. Let's see. Oh wait. I don't even think I needed the darker one. This shade may work. It seems like it dries fast. It definitely has a powder finish. I can feel it as I'm blending it out. Yeah, it's like it definitely has a powder finish. And it dried almost immediately. So I'm excited. I definitely don't need that darker shade. The shade worked perfectly. So after doing the one pump, it covered a lot of my pigmentation scars, like the little kind of faded ones I have. The darker ones I have are right closer to the apples of my cheek, and it covered it decently. I'm definitely going to need to do a little bit more extra foundation right there, but it doesn't look bad on the cheeks. So I'm going to add a little bit more to my face and see how it works. Okay, so this is how a few pumps look on each side. I like it thus far. You guys, the color is perfect. Like, I'm really, really, really surprised. Matches my neck. The nice thing that I'm noticing about this foundation is that it feels like you have nothing on. It's super, super lightweight. I'm usually not into like super matte foundations. That's why I always use my Laura Mercier Radiance Primer, because I like to have a little bit of a glow, even though I am oily to combination skin. And this is definitely a matte foundation, but I really like how it looks. Guys, it looks like I don't really have any foundation on. So I'm going to put a little bit more on the areas that need a little bit extra and see how it looks. So put it here, here. I'm going to just stamp it on these areas so that extra coverage can really stick. Guys, it's so weird. It's like the drugstore foundations that always work for me. It's like the brown, like the darker shade that they choose, they always pick the shade that's mine. I got really lucky. They still need to do better, honestly. But yeah, this color is perfect. So this is how it looks after adding a little bit more. I feel like the foundation looks really, really good. Like, I'm really impressed. I can't believe this foundation is $6. It's not caking up around my nose, and that's usually where I have the biggest issue. I don't know what it is. I feel like I may need to get a facial or a chemical peel, but it gets so cakey around my nose. That's why sometimes in my videos you may notice that I like run the brush through the crease of my nose so hard, because I hate when foundations look cakey right there. It's like the first sign of, like, especially when your foundation starts to melt around there, it looks so horrible, especially in summer, and it's not caking up at all. And also what I'm noticing about this foundation is that, like, my pores are invisible, and usually my pores are the biggest right here, and you can barely see them. I'm thoroughly impressed. So yeah, let's just finish off the face and let's see how it looks when it's all powdered down and concealer and everything like that. Okay guys, so this is how the foundation looks after I put on all my makeup. It's definitely daytime. I usually wouldn't have this much on, but I mean, jazz it up. You guys, I love how this foundation looks. First of all, you can't see my pores at all. They're completely blurred. Usually my highlighter lately has been, my skin's a little bit textured right on top of my cheekbones, which if you look at some of my videos, you can see it's a little bit bumpy. And of course, highlighter just emphasizes that texture, but right now you really can't even see the texture. It's so crazy. I don't know if the foundation is working really well in conjunction with that Nivea Post Balm, but my skin looks so bomb. Like, I'm so shocked. My frown lines haven't creased yet. Usually with cheaper foundations, I've noticed my frown lines, they show up immediately. So I'm doing pretty good in that category. So love that. So yeah, I'm just going to do my day. I'm just gonna go through my day. Have errands to do. I'm actually off today, so I'm just gonna be chilling. And this foundation, I don't think it said anything about it lasting 24 hours. You know, they all say that. So I'm just going to check it in probably 6 hours to see how oily I have gotten. That's a real test for me because I don't really keep my foundation on that long. The longest probably, if it's a work day, I don't really wear makeup to work. maybe 8 hours, 9 hours. So I'll probably check in maybe at the 7, 8 mark. It's more realistic. So I also wanted to zoom in a little bit more so you can really see how the foundation looks. You guys, it looks really good. I'm really, really impressed. So we will see how it lasts throughout the day. Okay guys, I am back. So my makeup, well, the foundation has been on for 7 hours. You can see for yourself. You can see that I have my timer on. So as you can see, I am oily, but that is to be expected. I feel like it doesn't look that bad. You have to remember that I do have these really bright lights on me, so that does kind of enhance the shine. I'm really just super oily in my T-zone area. Everywhere else pretty much stayed intact, so I'm extremely impressed. Usually by the 7th hour, 8th hour mark, I'm oily everywhere and it's a disaster, so I'm very impressed. And usually I would do a more mattifying primer in the center just for that extra mattifying quality, but I didn't do it for this video just so I could really test out how the foundation wears. So I feel like if I would have done that mattifying primer in the T-zone, it would be even less oily. It didn't break up at all around the nose. The nose is really, really oily. That's probably why it looks crazy, but everything's still intact. Usually like right here, my nose comes off immediately, even if I don't touch my nose or blow my nose, and it's still fully there. So it's still, my blush is basically gone, highlight's still there, but it kind of broke up around my mouth a little bit, but I probably just need to nair, honestly. But yeah, guys, this foundation is the bomb. Like, it oxidized a tad, but when you have oily skin, it mixes with the oils. That is usually what happens. So it didn't oxidize bad at all. But yeah, my final thoughts on this foundation is I'm extremely impressed. I cannot believe that it's only $6. Like, I might just order a few more bottles just in case, but I don't really see this foundation going anywhere. LA Colors definitely did their thing. What I will say though is that the shade range is whack. And I mean, it's annoying and it's unfortunate and it's, you know, something that like as women of color and something that we get used to, even though we shouldn't have to, but they really need to expand their darker shades. Like for sure, they need to give us that Fenty 40. But yeah, there's a few more shades and I can definitely fully be on the bandwagon. But for now, I give the foundation, for me personally, and the shade color for me and how it worked, I would give it a 10 out of 10, even though you may be like, girl, you're oily. But for me, this is very much controlled, so I'm happy. I'm gonna add a little powder right now, because honestly, I would have powdered by now, so I wouldn't look like this. So I'm just gonna I feel like my makeup still looks good, like it looks perfect. Yeah, I highly recommend it. I think shipping was $8, which is a tad bit expensive, but I bought 2 foundations. One of them I probably won't use now because that one shade was perfect. I think I paid $20 for the shipping, so that's not bad. So definitely recommend. If you guys end up trying the foundation, let me know in the comments down below. You can also let me know on my Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube name, Beauty Woo. Let me know in my comments on my Instagram if you love the foundation, if you decide to try it out because of this video. Also in the comments, let me know what you guys want to see next. And please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.